So this is going to be a fun one today. Tanya Gelsomino from Yaya is joining us. Okay,
Hi,
first
Gina.
of all, hello. No stranger to the weight loss program. You lost your weight. How much did you lose?
55.
55 pounds. Amazing. Are you in maintenance now?
I am in maintenance. I mean, I'm a little bit above my lowest low. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm okay with it. I'm totally
Okay.
calm. I'm good.
You're
So
good.
we're here.
Okay.
It's been a year since I lost my weight. So
Stop it.
program will be officially my 1 year. So it's really exciting.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We're talking, what would you call it? We're talking fashion. We're talking like people's body. We hear this story all the time in the maintenance group. We're still walking into the plus size stores, even though nothing fits us in there anymore. So it's a couple things going on, kind of having your head and mindset match where your body is at. Plus, everything has changed. You have changed. Your body has changed. Chances are your style and preference has changed. So where do we even start with all of it?
You know what? I've gone through a few scenarios, and I've been every size from 3 to 14, honestly. So, you go through a lot of life transitions, and this is one of them. But I think that when I thought about the program as a whole and how fashion played into it, it's very interconnected. When we start this program, it's I want to be skinny, I want to fit in a size small. But really, once you're in it, you're like, no, this is about leveling up my life. This is about taking the steps that I've learned and the information that I've been given and now succeeding in other areas. So now that we've lost our weight, you should have the energy, the confidence. You should be standing taller and you should say, okay, I'm walking out that door. I'm going to tackle my life, be successful, and I have the tools now. So how you're dressing when you're doing that is totally a part of it. So it's just as important.
Well, because I am not a fashionista, and I know you're over on Instagram. You have Yaya the store, and you're always sharing and showing the fashions that are coming in. And you did this when you were 55 something pounds heavier. You looked gorgeous then. You look gorgeous now. Your confidence seems to have not. You seem just as confident then as you are now. And I look at you, and I'm like, yeah. How does she do that? I mean, obviously you have access to all these amazing clothes, but there is something to be said. It's not about the style. You could wear a paper bag and look good in it, I swear.
Okay, that's super nice, Gina. You also, but I think like at the end of the day, what you're wearing is a part of self-expression. And I think about today, it's so ironic that you're not wearing color because my whole concept was like, when I see Gina, when I think of Gina Livy, what do I think of? Bold colors, fun prints. What does that say to me? Without even knowing you, I think that you are happy. I feel that you are a confident person. I feel that you are someone that would bring joy. And for me, not even knowing you, you are expressing to me all of this. So how you are representing yourself through your clothing, it's not about the size and shape, but it is about what you're telling people through your clothing. So I think that's what's important. Before you even start buying anything, who are you?
Who are you? That's really interesting. Well, today, for people listening can't see, I'm wearing gray. It's got some little details, some gold buttons on the thing. But today I felt a little understated, and that's what I was like. You know what? I'm just gonna go with gray today. And it was weirdly a conscious choice because you're right. Normally, especially when I do my lives, I put on something bright and colorful or whatever. It is like, because I believe that the way you dress, it affects how you feel. And today I was like, I feel a little understated today. I'm just gonna go with the gray. I'm not feeling gray. I'm feeling just kind of like just calm today. Just kind of just want to just be here.
And you always say, it's how you feel. Pay attention to how you feel. It's not about how much you eat, but it's how you're feeling. That's how you know your portion. It's the same thing. How do you feel when you wake up in the morning, and how do you want to feel when you step outside? So first of all, fashion and how you dress is very important because it is a reflection of yourself. So how do you want to be represented? Number two, it is an immediate mood booster. When you feel good in your clothing, automatically you will go about your day with a better attitude and have positive results. Okay. It's also it's also something that's important. It has to serve you.
Yeah.
Okay. What you wear, what I wear could be different based on our life. Do you work in an office? Are you a stay-at-home mom? Do you work from home? Are you very active in your life? Like, I work in the stores, I'm in public. I have to dress a certain way, but not everybody has that. So style is very personal to you. So I think before you do anything, you have to think, who are you? How do you want to be represented? Maybe you want to start manifesting who you want to be. Now that you
Mhm.
lose your weight, who do you want to be now that you're
So
this new body?
So this, I'm thinking immediately of those clothes that were hanging in the back of our closet, maybe a little dated. They don't fit us really well anymore. And the kind of like when we walk in there, what that kind of feels like to us. Because I know so many people are nervous that, maybe they'll gain the weight back, so just in case, or maybe they invested, clothes are not cheap, so maybe they invested money in them. They're afraid to give them away. Do you think that's where it starts? Like, do you clean out your closet, or like what did
Yes,
you do?
every season I clean out my closet. I mean, I've always been a yo-yo dieter, so I think cleaning out my closet is the only way to sanity. It starts with your closet, first of all. So you have to know what you have. What is serving you right now? What items bring you joy? If there is something
Yeah.
in there that does not, time to get rid of it. Now, okay, you can donate it. You can put
Yeah.
it in a nice little box and label it and just keep it aside if it's something sentimental. But I think first you have to think these large clothes, what are they serving you now? Is it a reminder that you lost the weight? Is this a security blanket in case you do gain the weight? I feel like if you're keeping it, you're not really recognizing that you are in a new place. I feel like you're holding on. And I feel like sometimes that could be detrimental.
Yeah.
You know?
Hmm. Yeah.
And this goes for maybe something that's too small. I mean, I have a pair of jeans. For some of you who follow me may have seen, I have these jeans. I lost my weight and they're my favorite jeans and they don't fit me. And I want to get back into them. Right now I'm not, but every time I look at them, it almost brings me down in a way. Like it's my motivation in a sense, but it's almost like holding me back. Because if I go try to stick myself in those jeans, think about it for a moment. You have these tight jeans and you're like, too bad, I'm wearing them today. Go out and have your day. How focused will you be and how engaged will you be when the whole day you're thinking about how uncomfortable you are in these jeans? Jeans do not serve you. You will not be successful. You will be uncomfortable,
Yeah.
you got a tie around your waist. Like really, like as much as you want to be in those jeans, they do not serve you and you will not
Yeah.
have the same results as if you do just put on something that is right for you right now.
Right now. Yeah. So, or get them out of sight, out of mind, pack them away, whatever. You
Yeah.
don't need them as a constant reminder that you're not where you want to be right now. Yeah. I totally get that. I get that.
Like there's a lot of thoughts that go into this. Like it's something like this is my motivation to get back in and I get it. And that could work. But for some, I mean, everybody reacts to things differently. I just think that for some people, it might be better to remove it. I think what
Yeah.
is in your closet should be things that you're using now, things that bring you joy, things that can easily be put on your body in the morning. It does.
Yeah.
I get ready in 7 minutes, guys. Like 7 minutes. I don't have time. I have a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I leave them and they're wrestling on the floor. I can so we got to get to school drop off. I got to get to work. I'm busy. So I don't have that much time, but I don't think it takes that much time to look good if you put the work in prior.
So, there's something to be said about knowing your style because I used to love going to Winners. I haven't really gone there since the pandemic. And I usually just online shop at Zara or whatever now. And there's something to be said about people like, oh, I can't stand Winners. You have to search through all these things. And I was like, yeah, but I know my style. Like I
Yeah.
don't like crew necks. I really just like, except for the shirt I'm wearing today. I like V-necks. There are certain colors I like, and it's like when you know what your style is, it's like so this is going to be part of the conversation where people have changed so much. Like, did your style change when you
I
lost
think
your weight?
I think my style is kind of the same. I'm a little bit boring when it comes to style. I'm going to be honest. I'm definitely not the fashionista in my family. I have a mother and a brother that can like take the cake for me. I'm more simple. But I like my classic pieces. I like to look like I'm put together, but with easy stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Looking good doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to wear brand names. You don't need to own 1,000 different things. To be honest, I'm not a shopaholic. I like my classics. I just really know how to mix and match. I think I was able to take a little bit of risks when I lost my weight. I think,
Yeah.
but it's scary because you don't know. At first, you're like, "Oh, is this really me? Can I really do it?" So it's almost like an imposter syndrome. But I feel
Yes.
sometimes if you can just take the leap to try and put on those leather pants. Maybe you've never worn leather pants. Maybe they're too wild for you, but you put them on and you're like, okay, shape. So identifying that first would be a good idea. Are you a pear? Are you square? Are you an apple? What does that
Okay.
mean? Right. And then because just because something looks good on me, it doesn't mean it's going to look good on you, and vice versa. Just because you lost weight doesn't mean everything is going to look good on you now. You still have to stick to your shape and your body, and I think that will help guide you into choosing pieces, right?
Okay, that's a big point. That's a good point. I think I saw you post something about different body shapes. And so
Yes.
that really comes into, I know sometimes people do that with like diets. If you're a pear shaped, you day. But
Yes.
there is something to be said about knowing your shape, so you know what there are certain styles that look better than others. I do want to also say, like, I think there's a difference between, okay, this is not my style and I like this, but I'm afraid to try it. You know, like that is two different things. There's that, like, you may like, oh, I love leather pants, but I'm not sure they would look good on me, or I'm not sure I could wear those, or I'm not whatever, is a lot different than just knowing I'm not wearing leather pants. Leather pants are not my style. That is two totally different things.
You know what? Every day. So in our store, people come in every day, and you know what? It's a little bit different. We have this group of women. Like I always tell our team, I said, women have a difficult time. We're always changing. We're changing stages in our life. You know, you're young and fun and tiny and not worried about anything. Then you become a mom. You change your whole entire life, your body, your needs, just how you run your day to day. Then you get into your 40s and your 50s and you're like, whoa, but I feel young. I look young, but now I'm 50. Do I have to dress a certain way? Or now I'm
Yeah.
70, 80. Like you deal with this all the time. And women become very self-conscious when it comes to choosing what to wear. So I always say, let's shop together. Let's just try things. I always go with the same, similar, and different approach. I say start with what you know. Start with the basics that you know you love, that you've always loved, your comfort items. Then get something similar, you know, maybe not exactly the same, but kind of similar. So if you're a pants person, okay, let's maybe try a leather pant or maybe a colored pant. And then, you know what? Be wild. Get something different. Totally something you wouldn't have tried before, that you always thought about, but maybe you never reached for. Just try it. And you know what? 9 out of 10 times, what people end up buying is really what we show them. It's that difference because we've seen it all. We've seen every body type, every age, every complexion. And at the end of the day, we've done the trial and error. So it's really good to shop with someone too that kind of has a little bit of a background, right? Or a really supportive friend if you have. And just try, have fun. Come out of the fitting room, try it on, laugh a bit. Like, what's the worst that can happen?
I'm sorry. I'm just stuck on being with Tanya was mind blowing. It was so what I needed. It was so stuck. Gina and Tanya pulled me out of my past. Oh, I love that. I'm thinking we need to do a whole like Livy Loser Day at Yaya, where we can just do
I'm so down
consultations
for
and try on some fun stuff. Like, right?
I'm happy to do it. I've met so many amazing Livy losers who have shopped with me, and honestly, and we never talk about weight loss. It's never about weight loss. It's how we feel. It's this new outlook on life, and I think that's what this program provides. So, I mean, dressing and looking the part, you've done the work, you've put in the effort. It's time to stop hiding behind that potato sack in your closet and get out there. You know? It's time to do it. You can do it. You've done it. You know you've done it. You can't be afraid, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what are we missing in this conversation?
Okay, let me see. I think that people are afraid, but I think you shouldn't be afraid because I feel that, you know, a lot of the times, I think there's been a lot of discussion on like who you are now and how do I remember someone in the program said, I was the funny fat friend and now I'm not fat and nobody thinks I'm funny.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to almost redefine yourself or you have to show people. So I think that self-expression, I think is really important because when you do walk in a room, whether it be for a job interview, whether it be at a party that you don't know too many people, I think that, you know, unfortunately we say don't judge a book by its cover, but people do look at you about how you're dressed. That's their first impression of you before they get to know you. Eventually they will see that you're funny and you're confident and you're smart, but I think that you have to break the ice through how you represent yourself. And also, like, if you walk into an interview with me, I really don't care so much about what you're wearing. If you're trendy, or how much money you spent on your outfit, that's never important to me. But I want to see that you actually took time to get dressed, that you actually put effort into yourself. And at the end of the day, you know, I'm going to tell you, I think when you love yourself, you really do love yourself and you take care of yourself, people will in turn love you and appreciate you more because they see that from you. It starts with
Yeah. I was gonna say your first impression is your opportunity. You can say people judge a book by its cover. Yes, but you have a lot of control, for lack of a better word, over that and who's the person that you are or want to be. And I think sometimes, you know, when people have lost weight, you know, as you know, it can cause for some people, it shifts dynamic and it's shifting anyway. So you might as well just, just embrace who you are now or who you want to be, because everyone else is already accepting this major change that you've done, and just putting clothes on it is just a whole other level for you to express who you are, right?
Yeah. And I think when it goes back to your closet and thinking what's in there. So before I moved about 5 years ago. I packed up everything and I made a box and it said size small, Tanya. And I said to myself, I'll probably never fit in this again. And these tiny little things. And I put it away and it's still in my basement. And this summer came and I said, should I go get that box? And I never opened it. And I think that was like pre-mom, like pre-weight loss, it just doesn't define me anymore. And I
Yeah.
think sometimes that's where, if you're holding on to those old pieces, does that define you? Does that really showcase where you are now? So, as much as it is, I want to fit into those jeans, they're probably low rise now. So,
Or the low rise where your
no,
vagina's hanging out.
yeah. And the little, like, the undies in the back. No, no, no. I mean, that's what it is. We got to move on. We got to get over the wall, get out of the box, and start showing up for ourselves. And this is all a part of self-care.
Yeah.
It's all a part of self-care.
Yeah,
So,
because
I mean,
no one's talking about this. People just talk about fashion and show the outfit of the day, and not the feels that go behind putting that outfit on, or why you chose that outfit. It should be like the feels of the day. So this is why I'm wearing this. Like I don't hear anybody having these types of conversations, and it's just kind of like we're expected to get dressed, do our thing, but there's a lot more to it.
you know what? Actually, that reminded me. So it's, what you say, like when you have a fat day, it doesn't matter if you've lost 100 pounds. It's still a fat day. You still feel
Yeah.
that. Now,
Yeah.
when you're going in those fitting rooms, right, you cannot be stuck on a size. You just cannot. Okay. Because there's such thing as size insanity. It's when all sizing is missized. Okay. Small, medium, large, extra large, whatever the size is, it is not the same in every store. It is not the same online. It is not the same. You have to be open, because I feel like people can go down a rabbit hole if they feel they're a small and then all of a sudden they had to pick a medium off the shelf. And I've seen people panic. And it's like the
I
scale.
did this. I did this. I did this. I bought these. I went to Aritzia and they had these like beautiful kind of slacks pants with a vest. And I put on the size 8s and they like fit like they were a little bit big, but like it felt really good. And then I think the vest was like a 6 or something like that. And then I want to order them again. I love them, and they have them in a couple different colors. So after I got the navy blue, I was like, okay, I need to have this in a couple other colors, because that's what I do. I'm really boring. I bought the same thing in a different color. That's my different. Um, and I was like online, and I was like, but am I going to order the 8? And I didn't order them because I was so conflicted about not ordering the size 6, which is my size, but the 8. They fit and I love them. I'm just like, so I didn't buy them because I couldn't purchase the 6. But, I mean,
And
the
so
8 instead of the 6 in my mind. How messed up is that?
therefore you held yourself back. And I've seen people not buy something because they're so stuck that it had to be a certain size. And I myself have every size in my closet.
Yeah.
First
Same.
of all, we're not the same size every day of the week. We know that.
Yes.
We've discussed that. Also, you don't know how much I weigh, and I don't know how much you weigh unless we tell each other. So no one, I don't have a tattoo on my head that says I weigh whatever, 140 pounds. And you cannot see my tag unless I pull my pants down for you or show you with the collar in my shirt. So why are we so stuck on it? Why does it control our emotions? You have to get rid of that. You have to set yourself up to say, listen, everything fits different. I am willing to try multiple sizes. If it looks good on me, it will look good. It does not matter, because no one is going to know what the size is. Cut the tag out if it bothers you. cut it out. Get a scissor and cut it. Really, it's true because it makes people crazy. It makes people crazy. And I just think at the end of the day, I've helped so many people, and the more complicated my client is, the happier I am because it's my challenge. Like, you're gonna fight me. You want to fight me on everything? Let's fight. I'm going to prove to you that you can look good. I'm going to prove to you that you can wear that dress or that suit or that shirt. I will prove to you. Now, there's trial and error. You have to be willing to adapt. When you come out of the fitting room, things may not always look good. It could just be a tweak, maybe a belt or a tuck or a vest or a size up or down. It does take work and patience, but you can look good and you can feel good. And it is so important that you put time into that, because I always tell my team, never speak until you see the client in the mirror looking at themselves, and really pay attention. Do they stand taller? Do they have a smile? Do they like exude this confidence? Do they do like a little shimmy shake in the mirror? It's all about body language. So think about that. If you're wearing something you love, think about your favorite item. You know, like think about your cozy sweater you wear when you go on your airplane. That it's like this cozy thing. You feel so good, so comfortable. You know, you have the freedom now to enjoy, to laugh. You know, what does that item mean to you, and what mood and joy does that evoke? And think about when you walk out that door in that item that you love, that makes you feel good. When you go to that wedding, that perfect dress, how will you socialize? How will you engage? How will you walk into the room? And vice versa. If you're wearing something that is not serving you, will you be sitting in the corner? Will you think twice before getting on the dance floor? How will you be standing? Will you take pictures? Will you enjoy? Like, it's so connected to our success. So these clothes are just clothes, but they can help you really, really level up where you need to be.
Wow. Who knew this was going to be such a conversation? You did, obviously. You probably have been like listening and watching and being like,
yeah, I thought at first, I said, let's talk about like what we need, stretchy fabrics, and stay away from zippers, and we need to buy belts. And I'm thinking about it, and I said, wait a minute. Like, I thought about all my videos I've made where I was really big. I was almost 200 pounds. And for me, that was really big. And I was not confident. But every time I put something I loved, it's like something came out of me. It was like an outer body experience. It's like, wow, I'm showing up in front of this camera, even though I'm a size that I'm not used to, or maybe I'm not comfortable in. Doesn't matter. Everything is available to me. I can succeed. I can conquer it all. So if you've now put in this success, and you've been so fortunate to be successful at the program and learn everything we've learned. I mean, this program is incredible. I will preach that forever. But it's not even for me. Like, I don't even care how much I weigh. I have not seen a scale since June. I have no clue. I know how things fit me. I know how I feel. I know there's a little bit of pounds there. I know, but I think that it's just, this is an opportunity to just take the next step for everyone. Maybe go shopping, get out to the mall, try some new things. You'd be surprised.
okay, so let's show us some things. What do you got back there? I'm dying to see what's on your rack. First of all, I caught a glimpse of those pants that you're wearing right now. I love those.
They're so fun. I thought I'd try something different. I'm usually all in black. So let's see. So here is a capsule wardrobe. So if you are looking to start from scratch, I would say start with basics, okay? Because you don't want to just break the bank and buy everything in sight. I mean, I know you're probably tempted because you feel good, look good, but start with the basics. So I would say, like maybe a little mock neck tank, something like that. Basic colors. I've chosen the nudes to go with, but you can easily go with grays and whites and blacks. You can go with pastels, totally up to you. So I have some like basic long sleeves, maybe a nice turtleneck, right?
Okay.
Really cute sweaters. So like some of my favorite, easy neutral, something a little bit chunky. A stripe, guys, these are trending now. So you want to get something stripy in your closet. And then I love this because this one plays into every single thing I have on this rack. All the nice neutrals, color blocking. So these are really easy pieces that are going to match with everything. So that was only 8, 9 pieces. This is going to make you like 30 outfits, okay? Another staple is a nice little button down. This can easily be dressed up and down. You can do sneakers, leggings, tuck in, skirts, all kinds of things. Lots of options. So after you get some tops, you want to then get some toppers. And what is a topper? It is essentially an item that you will place on top of your outfit to kind of elevate it. So for example, a vest, right? Like,
yeah, like this whole thing you have coming on right now is amazing.
Yeah, so it's you elevate the look every time you add your topper. So let's say your vest is there. And now let's say, so maybe I wear that to work, but then let's say I'm going out to dinner and I want to elevate it. I'll get my little pea coat, right? So every time you change your topper, you also change your outfit and how it's speaking. So you can do, so I say like go for a really nice trench, whether it's leather or a knit or whatever material, a really beautiful pea coat. I would say a denim jacket or shacket is really great. And then blazers. Blazers are your best friend. Here I have a neutral one, but you can also go with a black. That works really well. And then these toppers are going to match everything here. And then we're going to get some basic bottoms. So this can be confusing, but it really all makes sense together. And I'll probably post something later for you guys to really show it properly because it's hard. Not everybody has the video.
Yeah, I'm going to share your body size thing that you shared too. I'll share that into the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is, so here I have like a really nice truffle bottom, just a straight leg dress pant. Plus, let's get into trend with a wide leg dress pant. Okay, like a nice trouser. Here are my favorite leather straight pants. These are must try, just something fun. They're not as intimidating as you think. Just think leggings.
What would you wear with those leather pants though?
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Then you need a legging, basic, can go with so many things. And like basically that's it. And then at the end, I just really added a light and a dark pair of jeans. We sell amazing jeans. It's the brand by Mavi. They're fantastic. Mid-size, stretchy, comfortable, and we have a variety of different cuts that suit different body types, which is really nice. So a light and a dark pair are always going to serve you really well. And I just added in this little skirt, this pleather midi, which is super cute, goes with a lot. So I'm going to show you. So for example, let's go here. So I have this really cute little knit top, and I'm just wearing it with the leather pants. I can wear a bootie with this or a heel. Now, if I wanted to have fun, I can then take this blouse, layer the sweater on top with the pleather tights, and you have another look. Now, you want to ditch your pleather tights because maybe you're going somewhere a little bit more casual. Throw in your jeans. You want to add a little bit of fun and dimension to your outfit, elevate it a little bit because it is jeans. You throw on your little pea coat, and now you took a denim and sweater outfit and made it into something really dressy and beautiful. So what's happening here is that each of these items are ultimately going to mix and match, creating multiple outfit options, but really not spending that much. So even when it comes to a suit, one suit, think about it. This blazer you can wear with your jeans as a topper and your basic, maybe I'll do like a nice turtleneck with my jeans and a blazer. Maybe I want to do the full look with my little chocolate tank underneath and do something more formal. But maybe I work in an office and maybe I just want to go to the office, have a dress pant, and throw on a knit with it. So, I mean, these can mix and match and mix and match 1,000 times, which is really fun because when I wake up in the morning, almost any top, bottom, and topper that I choose is going to mix and match with each other, making it easy for me to get dressed, making it quick, and it's almost flawless. But it did take work to put together. I had to think about it. But once I did, it became really easy to just choose what I wanted to wear. Now, that's when you say, oh, Tanya, you're so boring. Look at all the non-colorful things. Well, that's when you can say, okay, I need a nice red top for the holiday, or I love blues. I want to add that in. Well, that goes with a lot of the browns too. Or maybe I like my olives and you get some nice blouses or a green knit sweater. So these, I start basic. And then from there, you basically can move on and implement some fun, really like unique pieces to you, prints, colors, and things like that. Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah, it makes total sense. You make it look so easy. Yeah, I wish I was that creative like Tanya. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would wear everything you picked out there, but yet this morning I go into my closet and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna wear today? Like, how do you organize? Oh, a couple things first. I want to know how you organize your closet to be able. Do you just lay it out like that? And then what's the thing with jeans? Because I see so many people wearing jeans that just do not look good on them. Pockets, no pockets. Would you say there's something to be said about knowing your body type and the type of jeans?
Okay, so a few questions there. So let's
Yeah.
start with the jeans. So the
Okay.
jeans for me, okay, we all have a body, right? We've made that very clear. We all have a body, but our bodies are not all the same. Okay. They are not. So not every jean is going to look good on everybody. But what's great about the Mavi brand that we carry is that they have different rises. So all of them are between a mid to high rise. And I think that's where you
Okay.
want to stay. I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's into the low rise right now. I also think it gives you a more elongated torso, which is really nice. And then right now we're a little bit lucky because skinny jeans are totally out. So we should just put those aside. And it's more of a straight or a wide denim, which I think if you are curvier, it's kind of nice because it kind of controls the curve a bit and it kind of creates a little bit more symmetry. And if you're super petite and you're not curvy, what could be nice about maybe a wider jean, it will give you a little bit of volume, right? So
Okay.
I think it's a matter of trial and error. What's good though about Mavi is that they are pretty stretchy denim. So I think when you're not sure, don't go for those like super restrictive, like those 80s mom jeans that were just, you know, one
Yeah.
size you're gonna move,
Yeah.
especially too, like, even though I know a lot of you guys are in maintenance, you know, weight is still fluctuating. We're still maybe figuring it out where we're figuring out where
Always.
we're sitting. So a stretchy jean is gonna be a little bit flexible. And I want to say one size down is about 8 to 10 pounds. So people come shopping and say, oh, I'm going to buy the size down because I'm going to lose some weight. And I said, no, 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 don't do that because just buy the size you are because they will look better. Once
Yeah.
you lose your weight, your body will then not be, your point is not to squish into things, right? So you
Yes.
want to buy the size that works for you. And then as you do lose your weight, like I stayed in the same size for a long time and it just looked better on me,
Yeah.
right? So I
Yeah.
think you can't think about what the size is or squishing into it because you might lose weight, but you also have to think your body's going to shift a little bit and you just want a jean that has a little bit of stretch. So I think
Okay.
that Mavi has some great options. It's good to kind of know what you're looking for. Are you afraid to go off of the skinny? Maybe let's do a straight. Then maybe you're more adventurous with a wide. You know, so I mean, trial and error again. And then in the closet, because I know we've had a lot to say already. Your
Yeah.
closet, keep it neat. Get rid of the things that don't serve you. Like even seasons. Maybe I box my seasons. So anything that's very summery right now is in a box labeled summer 2022. I will revisit that in April. I don't need to look at those right now. I'm not using them. And I don't want to walk into my closet feeling crazy and overwhelmed in the morning when your eyes are not even opened. You need to see this. I took a little
Yeah.
bit of time put it together, but I will tell you now, it will take me, I told you, 7 minutes to get ready. And that includes putting my makeup on. Okay. So it doesn't include my shower, but it includes putting my makeup on, getting dressed. I do not allow myself more than that. And I think first, if you just put in the time, keep your closet organized by tops, which each kind, pants together. And then because I've chosen items that are similar in palette, it's very, very easy. No matter what you choose, you cannot screw it up. So it's a little bit of research. I'm going to make a video to try to show each item put together. So maybe for those of you who feel like, what the heck is she saying? This will clarify it a little bit. So I'll do that after this. But you got to make it stupid simple, I think, right?
Yeah.
And it takes a little bit of work. It's a little bit of trial and error. But at the end of the day, this will be sanity for you. And it will almost ensure that every day you're going to walk out feeling good.
I love it. I love it. And I love that you took your time to share. I know you have a passion for the program and our amazing community. Where are your stores? People are going to ask where your stores are.
So we are in Niagara-on-the-Lake. We are in Vaughan Mills, and we're also just newly opened at the Heartland Town Center in Mississauga. So we're all in Ontario. It is an independent Canadian-owned, female-owned and operated company. So with a lot of influence from the US in terms of the styles and things like that, but we're all into personal styling. So if you feel nervous and you are local and you can come visit us, I mean, we are happy to walk you through it. And I mean, there's no judgment for us. It's all about like really making you feel good. And that is my ultimate goal for every client. It's like, come here. I want you to leave feeling confident. There's no other advertisement than our clients, right? When you walk into the party and you feel good and look good, like that is our greatest joy. So, I mean, if you're local, I'm happy to help you. I'm around all the time. So I know I've met a lot of people and I'm excited to hopefully meet more, but yeah, it just takes time, guys. You can't be intimidated. Try something new. What's the worst thing that can happen? You hate it? Okay, so what? Don't buy it. Easy.
Yeah, I love that. And for those who aren't local, we're going to have you back. You're going to be back.
We're available online too, by the way, Gina. So we are shipped to all of Canada. So, and I do try-ons and things like that. And I'm happy to help over Instagram and things like that, because I do have a lot of customers in BC and in Newfoundland and all over. So, I mean, I'm happy we can reach you. You just can't come to meet me, but I'd be happy to help you from here.
I have bought so many pieces because you have been on, what's the Instagram handle? Yaya
_Co.
Yeah, Yaya_Co, because that I've bought so many pieces where I'm just like, you are modeling it, wearing it, and I'm like, I need that. I bought in the same dress, that off the shoulder ruchy dress. I have that in 3 different colors, maybe 4 different colors. Anyway,
it's possible.
Same but different.
Same but different. Yeah, that's your comfort. That dress is amazing, so I can see why. I own it too. So that's okay.
It's a great dress. What were you saying about that dress? You were talking about a style of dressing. You said what was that?
Dopamine dressing.
Dopamine dressing. What is that? I mean, I'm cognizant of time.
Clothing that brings you joy. Finding clothing that when it is on your body, you feel good, look good, and you are ready to find success in your life in so many other areas because you are set up for success. There is no need to put things on that do not serve you. So really think about that. And I feel that if you take the step in the direction of getting something new, or even getting some old items back out and styling them in a new way, I think that you may see that this might be the next opportunity that you have to level up in every area.
I love that. On that note, I love you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks everyone. Thanks for everyone who's watching and listening. And I'm serious. We need to get together at one of your stores and do like a Livy Loser night or a day, and we can do a
I'm ready.
Thing. All right. Let's
do it. I'm down, and I'm pretty sure we'll have a lot of fun. So
pretty sure
I'm ready. Call me, Gina. Call me.
I'm dialing right now. Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Thank you so much.